Home buying tips for first-time home buyers. We're going to get right into it. My name is Carlo. I'm a mortgage lender, and I'm here to help you purchase a home if that's what you'd like to do. Let's get right to it. So one of the many great things that I get to do, keyword, is I get to speak to a lot of people that would like to purchase a home. So I field a lot of questions. And I've found that a lot of videos that give tips on first-time home buyer tips are cool, they're helpful. I'd like to give you a couple different strategies or things to think about that maybe you may not have heard in some other videos. Let's get right to it. So the very first thing that I will share with you is that if you are paid hourly, if you're an hourly employee, the very first piece of advice I can give you as a lender is to work the same amount of hours for an entire month and then submit those pay stubs to your lender. The reason why is because it shows consistency and it shows that you're working the same amount of hours. So if you have a pay period where you were out of work, you missed work, you were sick, you were out, wherever the reason was, you probably don't want to submit those. You want to submit an entire month's worth of pay stubs where you work the same amount of hours. The other thing that you want to be ready to do is that if for any reason your year-to-date does not match up where you should be based off your average hours, let's say that you average 40 hours a week, but your year-to-date, you took some time off, something happened, be ready to explain it. It doesn't mean that it's going to be an issue, but be prepared to answer why, because the underwriter is going to want to know why. All right, so that's the very first thing. The second piece of advice, tip, if you will, for first-time home buyers that I will share with you is that when I'm doing my home buying consultations, what happens most of the time is that I'm reviewing my client's credit report with them. And I will go over all of their accounts. And I will say, what about this one, this one? And more often than not, what will happen is someone will say to me, well, I already made a payment on that credit card. I already made a payment, or I paid that off, or I took care of that. So what you want to do is make sure that all of your accounts have updated before your lender has pulled your credit. So a great tool for this is Credit Karma. Now, I'm not saying to use Credit Karma for the credit score. What I'm saying is use it to manage your accounts. It'll help you immensely. I promise you, it'll help you immensely. Because when you make a payment, make sure that you go into Credit Karma and you see that it is updated or if you've paid it off. It's very, very helpful that you do that. Because the reason why you want to do this is because you want to maximize your credit score before your credit is pulled. It will help you so much. And then the third first-time home buyer tip I want to share with you that you may not have heard elsewhere is that you probably heard a lot about down payment assistance. And I'm going to link in the video to my down payment, the most recent one, The Truth About Down Payment Assistance. Down payment assistance is great. But one of the things that I would really encourage you to do is if you're saving for a down payment and you have credit card debt, consider taking that money that you have saved to buy that home and pay off your credit card debt first. Why? Because you can then get down payment assistance money that's interest-free money. It's not free money, but interest-free money, okay? And it's definitely a lot less expensive than the interest rates you're paying on your credit card debt. So pay that off. So for example, if someone comes to me and they say, hey, Carlo, I have $10,000, $15,000 saved up for a house, but I also have 10 or 15 grand in credit card debt, I would say take that money and pay off your debt. Pay that off. It's going to help you immensely because it's going to help you with your score, with your credit score. It's also going to help you with your debt to income ratio. And then we can help you get into down payment assistance. So I hope that this helps. If you have any questions at all, if you have anything regarding first-time home buyer programs, down payment assistance, anything at all, leave it in the comments and I'll be sure to answer them for you. And I just want to thank all of you, for those of you who've subscribed and liking and leaving comments. I really, really appreciate you. And if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. And if you'd like to speak with me, I'm going to post a link in the description. You can schedule a free, absolutely no obligation consultation with me, and I will help you any way that I can to purchase a home if that's what you want to do. All right, see ya. Bye for now.